and Western Kentucky.
Hell to old Kentucky, East Kentucky.
Up in Kentucky, they make a whiskey they call a Kentucky Straight.
What's up, y'all? It's Tatum.
And DJ.
And you're listening to the Hustle and Holler podcast. We've got some extra special guests here in the studio today. I'm going to let EJ introduce them to you.
We got Nectar Valley here, two of the founding members. Boys, go ahead and introduce yourselves.
Hey, I'm Landon Kataric, play mandolin and do some of the lead vocals.
My name's Austin Quinton. I'm the banjo player. I also do some of the lead vocals as well.
Man, we're excited to have you guys here in the studio. I've had the privilege of being able to see you guys shred on stage multiple times. And EJ, obviously, too. And EJ kicking...
Terrible band.
One of the worst.
EJ, kicking off, tell me a little bit about, Nectar Valley and your relationship with the band.
Where to start? I don't
Let's
know.
hear it.
Huh?
Let's hear it.
Let's hear it. I don't know. I feel like now they're just... I feel like I've known you guys forever now. I've watched you all grow up. Remember when you started in your apartment however long ago, playing the mandolin, playing one chord at a time. I feel like I've been there since the very beginning.
I guess it was like
I don't know what year it was.
5 or 6 years ago that Quentin, how long have you played with us?
About 6 years now. It's 2019 is when
I
I...
guess it was like 7 years ago because we played for a little bit without you, but it's been a while.
Yeah, it doesn't even feel like
Yeah.
you just showed up one day and never left.
They tried to get rid of me, but I wouldn't go anywhere.
Like, he literally showed up at the Azucar shows when we were doing that, and like I met him at a music festival around the Pickin' Circle, and I was like, I'll let you open for us, and he was like, oh, I will come and play with you. I want to play with you. And then you had like the instructions on the iPad because you could, because you're like, dude, I didn't even have internet. I made it here.
I ran out of gas. I did not have a phone. I thought there was another gas station before you hit Owensboro. There was not. And then I was lost because I had the directions like screenshotted, and I had no clue how to get there, where I was at. I had to ask people where the Azucar Lounge was, and nobody knew. So I just drove around until I found it.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Yeah,
I've never heard that story.
It's a true one.
Yeah,
I did not know that.
and he just came every single week, and that's how it literally was like the first few encounters I ever had with him.
It's crazy how much stuff spawned out of that.
Lived with them for 3-4 years, while all started pretty much at the Azucar Lounge.
Yeah.
That was like what solidified everything.
Yeah, that's crazy that it all started right
Yeah, it was awesome, dude.
It was a good time.
I don't know if anything like, just like the kind of music that we were playing and like just how it all unfolded seemed so unique and
Yeah, because we were so out of place. Like everyone was so out of place down there. The guy was trying to run like an honest,
yeah,
he tried to like run like a nice like upscale local bar, and he invited the wrong group of hippies into it.
It used to be a nice bar till we got there
It
and
was okay,
trashed
but not
it.
very many people went. It would be like that kept that bar open probably. In
Oh, yeah.
6 months or a year or whatever.
Well, it's crazy to think that that's like, it's an entirely different establishment now. Now the Ramblers play down there all the time. So
What is it called now?
Pub on Second.
Oh.
And like the Ramblers play there, and it just seems like, I don't know, it's weird. It's weird that that little building has a lot of, as further as more as this stuff progresses, that little building has a lot of history to it.
Yeah. For anyone that don't know, that was like the beginning of like when we kind of kicked off Nectar Valley, and we had a residence at this place every Wednesday for almost a year and a half. And that was, when we finally like really started playing shows, I guess, because we were doing that every Wednesday.
It's also crazy to see how much you guys have grown as musicians since then.
Yeah, for
Because
sure.
it was rough.
It was like kind of like
Sorry.
it really was rough in like a sense of like if you compare it, like, because we were trying to play bluegrass at that time, but it literally was like we were like a street band or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it
Most
was.
definitely.
Most like you. I mean, there was one or two of you that actually played music.
Oh yeah,
And like you
and
guys
they were playing instruments they didn't know how to play.
Yeah, it's like you guys just like literally all self-taught musicians who just like
Yeah.
learned together over time.
For sure.
And now it's like, you guys have a real cult following now. Like we have, I mean, I'll let you talk about it more, but it's like all the shit we've done. You see the posters on the wall. It's just like I'm happy to be a part of it and like proud to know you guys. But it's like, it really is crazy. Like you really developed a cult following and like a very specific community to this one band, this one act. Like,
Yeah. I mean, I think everyone's enjoyed watching us grow, and kind of just a lot of it is what I would at least see it as would be the kind of the settings that we set at each of our shows and our events, and we together, all of us in this room have a really strong friend group that I feel like is mesmerizing to a lot of people. And,
dude,
You know?
I feel like it's pretty rare to get what we've gotten all together, and you guys are like the focal point of it all.
Yeah, we've had a great time, doing the Willie Stock Music Festival and playing the shows, and from Owensboro to moving to Louisville and getting settled in over there. It's been great. We're ready to keep it going and see how far we can grow it and everything. So, it's been awesome. Every step of the way, becoming better musicians. Quentin was on the cue hammer when he first started, and then developed his. I feel like we've, out of the whole band, me and him have kind of developed our own style and everything.
Yeah.
So.
Well, in Q, how does it feel like, coming from Paducah and like, you literally just showed up one day and like, you didn't know anything about any of their bandmates or any of us, and you showed up.
Nothing.
Yeah, and you've been around ever since. So like, that has to have something. It has to mean something to you, like to learn and grow with a group of guys you didn't know before this. So like,
It's become pretty much my whole life now, man. These guys are my family. I haven't really been in contact with a lot of people that I grew up with. Everybody's just kind of gone their separate ways, and this quickly became pretty much my whole life. I've still got some friends I talk to, but I mean, this is everything to me, And it didn't really start out as me going for that. I was just looking for some guys to play music with because I lived in Bowling Green at the time. There wasn't anybody to play with really. And I met these guys, and I was talking to my buddy. I said, "Yeah, I'm gonna try to start a band with these guys." I didn't know they were already a band. I was just gonna go and message everybody. Say, "Hey, y'all want to get together and practice sometime?" He said, "Oh, we got a show this week." I was like, "Oh, I'm coming." So quickly became my family, man.
yeah. Well, it's like, it's been everything you guys have done, and just the stuff that I've been lucky to be a part of, and everything you guys have done on your own, and like out of state at this point now, and like people following you to Colorado to watch you guys play. Like, that's crazy. This all started from sitting around a campfire in Jericho Hill. Like now, 6-7 years later, you have something that's like, it seems almost unreal with. And like a lot of it was really just organic. Like we always talked about it and thought about it, but like it was never on paper, at least until recently. And like it kind of built itself. And we fostered this community, and especially like you guys are like the sun, and it really like it's everyone. It kind of like this just this one group of people. Everyone looks to you guys to see what you guys are gonna do next now. So how do you plan to keep this momentum going, and like how do you plan to like the attention that you have captured, how do you guys plan to keep it and like harness it to do the next step?
I think we're just gonna keep trying to write as much music and play as many shows as we can, and we want to try to aim toward maybe touring some more. We did some of our first tours, like long tours last year. That was a lot of fun, and I think a big part is also just fostering Willie Stock and doing what we're doing with River Trash Productions is big with it, but also just playing music, and we're starting to get ready for our next album and everything too, so that's exciting. So just keep pouring love into the community as much as we can on and off the stage. I think that's just keep on doing what we're doing in a sense, but shifting our focus to put more and more time in it as we can, you know, because we want to do as much as we can with the time we got with it and play the best music we can and always strive to get better and play more places and add more people to the group of people that like to watch us and come to our fest and all that, you know.
Which is an amazing group of people. You guys have got an amazing following, and it's a privilege to be able to see you guys so much. And you know, you've had a ton of shows. Talk a little bit about that. Do you have like a memorable or favorite venue that you've played at that just really stood out in your music career so far for y'all?
Well, you know, in the beginning it was definitely Terrapin. Like that was, you know, when we heard that news, we were on top of the world. It felt
Right.
like that was even before Quentin was with us. But you know, some venues I really like is like the Coterie. Like that's a really good one. They're doing great.
Where's that at?
It's in Kokomo, Indiana, and like, you know, we played some awesome shows over there. The guy that runs it is awesome, and it's just really cool to see a town that's like small like that. Because Kokomo is, you know, it's much smaller than Owensboro. They have such a good venue there and such a good community there that they foster, and that, you know, it's just it's great. I mean, me and Quentin probably have played there 2-3 times a year for the last 4 or 5 years, and they've always treated us good, you know, and that's one I really like, you know, and I always enjoy going to the local festivals. Like there's nothing that like as somebody that's involved with something like that, and even before then, it's just always been an honor that, you know, someone in the local community will reach out, you know, so that's definitely one of
Taser just knocked.
My dog's snoring.
My story's boring.
No, but for real, you guys, Austin, for you, what is one venue that's kind of like stood out or that you've carried with you so far?
Yeah, but you called you Austin. I know that made you sweat inside.
I forget that's my name sometimes. Most people do call me Quentin, but I respond to anything. I like the Coterie as well. That's one of my favorites. I liked playing in Chattanooga. That was one of my favorites too. We played at this like a farmer's market
Yeah,
type
that was
deal.
actually really cool.
That was really
Sick.
that was really a good time. That was one of the biggest
Chattanooga.
crowds I've ever played in front of.
We just played the Burl too, and we did a
I love the
sold-out
Burl,
show
too.
there. And
Yeah.
that was really fun. We were with our friends Hot Brown, Smackdown, and you know, I really enjoyed playing at the Burl. You know,
I love the Burl too. It's I think
Zanzibar
3 times. Yeah,
is a good one.
Zanzibar is my favorite in Louisville.
You guys got one of those
Zanzibar
coming
is
up.
my favorite bar, maybe on earth. I don't know
I
why.
like Zanzibar, man. They got
I
that
love
one and
beer
like
and
Whirling
pinball
Tiger.
machines.
Yeah,
Whirling
that one's
Tiger
good.
is sick.
But yeah, we do have a show coming up at Zanzibar, and I'm really excited for that one. That's probably one of my most like.
You guys got a couple coming up at Zanzibar, don't you?
No, I got one. This weekend we're playing at the Whirling Tiger with
That's
Bourbon
close.
Revival, and then a few weeks later we're playing at Zanzibar with Front Porch and Restless Leg String Band.
I
Doing.
love front porch shit.
Yeah, it's gonna be, you know,
I said it last week. I love front
they're
porch.
so good,
Oh, yeah.
man. I can't speak highly enough of like, you know, their talent and everything. I think they're gonna just keep it, you know, go to the top.
Yeah.
I have
They're
faith in
awesome.
those guys. They're really good.
And
Most definitely.
like for you guys, obviously Willie Stock, it's a completely different feeling to be able to play Willie Stock compared to any other venue. Dive into that and talk a little bit about that, especially you, Landon, because you know you and EJ have built an amazing festival so far, and the organization and the stuff and the hard work that goes into it. It's a whole job in itself. So, you know, just being on the organizer side, kind of what's that like compared to the musician side?
Yeah, I mean, you're definitely right. That's got to be my favorite place to play. Like, you know, I've played there twice. We've done it twice. We're gonna go for next year too. But, you know,
Buy a ticket. Give us your money.
yeah, it's a good time.
We're all
But-
really poor.
But
Yes,
yeah,
you are.
that's definitely got to be one of our favorites, just because
Oh, yeah.
you know, it's we play a lot of festivals and stuff, but that's one we go to, and it's feels good for everybody. They're waiting for us to go up. You know, that's one of them where
I mean,
we put our headliner right before us, and the pressure isn't as much there because everyone's waiting for us. And, in
Yeah.
a
Well,
way,
at that
you know
point,
what
by
I
the
mean?
time you guys get on stage, we're also ready for it. So
Yeah, for sure.
you
And
guys
it's-
can get up there and play Christmas carols. No big
Yeah,
deal.
yeah, it's you know, and as far as like the organization side, it's a whole lot of work for sure. It's every time I've played there, my voice is completely blown out by the time I
Right.
go on stage, and I am singing, just cracking. Like it was, you know, that's usually just how it goes, just because you know you're running around and you know we're putting a better team together every year, but it's also been, you know, just it's just been an experience learning how to do all of that and just like managing everything.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
we're learning along the way, but I'd say me and EJ put a lot of work on our backs when we're out there, and we have certain people with lots of work on their back, and you know we're right in it and you know doing everything while at the same time, you know, as soon as the show comes around, we snap out of it, go practice, go up and play, and it's great. It's like, you
Right.
know, it's no matter how tired I am from running around all weekend, it doesn't matter when you go on the stage out there, because you know that's one of the biggest reasons we're out there. And,
Yeah. EJ's like-
It'll be fun.
But
This is
yeah,
the
when
most
you go on the
professional work
stage,
environment
when you
you'll
go on the
ever be.
stage, it doesn't matter how tired we are, man. Like that's what we live for. So going up on there, you're perked right up, and you know.
And you guys put on a hell of a show.
Yeah, we-
Every single fucking time.
You know, and it's really fun playing there too, because like it's all of my closest friends and
Yeah.
family in the whole world, and it really gives us an opportunity to completely be ourselves. You know what I mean? Like we're up there, you know, teasing people, and you know, me and EJ are arm wrestling or whatever the hell we're doing up there. So it's like I don't know. There's just no feeling like I know everyone out there, and you know,
It's weird because like you have to be so professional in so many other environments, but like it's our thing.
It
We're gonna have to get
is.
koozies. We're gonna have to get Hustle and Holler koozies for the podcast.
Oh, that's a
dry mouth.
But so like you said, like we have the total freedom, like total creative freedom when we put something like that together, and it's like there's a lot of work that goes into it, but it's one of those things where it's so simple that it's hard. It's literally just me and Landon sitting down and like making everything that we can, and then arguing with each other for a couple months about what we want to put together, and then when it finally comes to fruition, it's like all the hard shit's already done. Now we're just doing the legwork. And when you guys get on stage on Saturday night, it's so relieving because like it's over, and like we got to do all this great stuff. But like now this is like it's like the dessert. Like we get to go up there and just do whatever the hell we want. And
Yeah, man. Once we get to that point, it's, you know, we're at the point of we did it safely, we did it good, and, you know, that's how it's been the last couple of years, you know.
And excited for the third year, Willie Stock 2026.
Yeah, very excited.
yeah, Q, you gonna make it to this one?
I'm gonna try my best to make it to this one. Yes. Willie Stock's the only place I ever couldn't hear the monitors or anything coming out of the speakers over the people screaming at the front of the stage. That's really the only place I've ever where I literally couldn't hear any of the notes we were playing at one point because of I think it was during Kentucky. There was just all our friends at the front just hollering. We had the Juggalo face paint on. I mean, that was one of the best nights of my life, man. That was one of
Same, man.
the time I think we played.
It's
Yeah,
pretty
definitely
well.
one of the best nights of my life. Right
yeah.
there.
The first, I mean, and the second one,
Second one was awesome
he
too.
wasn't there. 'Cause
That was
he's-
extended vacation.
Yeah.
I felt like the second one was, yeah, the second one felt good in a way just because like we had done it already once.
Yeah.
So we knew what to expect. Like I was like, I don't know. I feel like the first one I was like in a very manic state the whole time.
Oh yeah,
You know
that
what I
was
mean?
the most stressed out I've ever been.
Yeah,
about.
and
the
I was
second
like-
one was cool because like we knew we could do it, But the first time we did that, dude,
I was more present in the second one. Like
Yeah,
the first
for
one, I was
sure.
just like,
yeah.
don't talk to
The
me.
first Willie
Like,
Scott
you know
was
what
like
I
a
mean?
fever dream because that shit shouldn't have worked.
Yeah, and it's like it's hard to even really remember it in a lot of ways.
Yeah,
You know
I
what
saw
mean?
you maybe twice, and
Yeah.
you were
Yeah.
always on a mission to do
That's
something
how it-
important.
well, that's
man.
how it is,
Y'all
'cause
work
it's
really hard
only-
for that.
It's because when me and Landon are talking to each other, it's like either he has to go do it, I have to go do it, or one of us has to find someone to go do it because we have something else to do. So it's like, it's just a whirlwind. It's like it's like any other job, but you're hired and fired employees like every 5 to 10 minutes.
It's weird. Certain people become their best guys, and then
Yeah,
certain
people
people
you
you
never
wanted
expect-
to work with aren't. You
Yeah,
know,
it's crazy. Some of your
yeah.
best friends won't show up to your volunteer shifts.
And
but
then there's some random-
stranger.
It's like busting his ass
Yeah.
all weekend, like for the love of the game, and you're like,
Shout
dude,
out to Willie Stock volunteers.
I love that guy. You know.
Yeah, I bet the second year especially is like some of these people now. It's like you're locked in for life because I felt like we just went to war together.
Yeah, it's tough, you know, like getting. It's easy to get an army together to have fun, but sometimes it can be a little tough just finding everybody to make everything do it. But you know, if you have 5 or 6 people that are willing to work their ass off all weekend, then it can happen. You know,
Something really
And,
special.
yeah, I think that's what is behind a lot of festivals, you know, and it's going to a festival and running a festival is rewarding in 2 completely different ways. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
it definitely is. And
Yeah, and I love going, and I like throwing events, and you know,
it's
different.
definitely turned into something you or I never expected it could. I mean,
Yeah,
like we had
for sure.
ideas, but now we're here, and it's like, damn, we don't really we know what we're doing now, but those first ones were like, it was like you're just throwing something up there and hoping it sticks, and now we're at the point where going into this 3rd year and going into this, we got a lot of events planned over the next 6 months.
Yeah.
And then we'll slowly roll out on this podcast, but.
Yeah, it's exciting. It's
It's
exciting. I'm really looking forward to a lot of that stuff, just as well as with music. I really enjoy doing Stephen House and doing.
I wish Stephen House was still open. So.
I don't.
Stephen House was fun. It was tough living there full time.
Explain to people what that was.
Well, that was
Shit show.
yeah. it was me, Quentin, and
Clay at first.
yeah, it was Clay for a little bit.
Clay moved out and we
Yeah,
got
Clay
Stetson.
moved out, and then we had Stetson.
That's in the sound guy. Shout out to
Yeah.
Steady Wop.
And
Shout out to
we,
Steady Wop.
I wanted to move away from Owensboro, and so I did that I went to Louisville, and my friend Chris Cupp from Restless Leg String Band, he was like, I'm moving out of this house venue. Do you want to move in here? I seen you were looking. And I was like, yeah. And basically the rules there's a huge parking lot. It's you could hit the Louisville Stadium with a rock from the front door.
It's
You literally
a
could.
really dystopian environment almost because that stadium's right there and the airport's right there. So all those planes were just flying over.
Yeah,
us
that was
all-
crazy.
all the time.
It was kind of nice just because it was in a weird area and there was security around there.
Yeah, it was so crazy
And-
because one day you'd see just random homeless people doing crazy shit, and then there'd be planes flying in the whole place. It was wild.
It was cool though because you had the full parking lot. They sold parking spots there during the football games, so we had access to the full parking lot, and we were literally allowed to throw shows there, and we had permission from the landlord, and there was a business to the left of us, another business, and then the maintenance guy lived in one of the houses, and then there was an art studio in the other house that was also a venue. And we just kept the name Stephen House. We lived there for 3 years.
3 long years.
Yeah, that was long enough. It was really fun, and I miss it a lot of the time. But that was I don't know how many shows we had there. We
No
probably
telling, dude.
Quite
Probably-
a few. Probably.
around 3 or 4 dozen.
Yeah,
I'd say.
easy,
it's more
easily.
than that.
Probably.
Maybe more. I don't know, because the way that me and Quentin did it was, if we weren't playing a show, we were booking a show there.
Yeah.
That's basically how it works. So we were either having a show at Stephen House or going and playing a show of our own every single weekend for 3 years. pretty much.
That's a lot more than a dozen, dude.
Yeah, I mean, we were playing a lot of shows and stuff too, but if we didn't have a show, we booked it. Like, I can't remember one weekend we weren't doing something in those 3 years, you know?
I mean, I think about that time of my life, and I think about, I drove a Honda Civic, and when I bought it, it had, I think, like 140,000 miles on it. And by the time that period of my life was over and that Steven House ended, it had like 310,000 miles on it, and the engine was cooked because I drove back and forth from Wolf.
Gosh.
It was.
That's funny.
It was crazy. In those 3 years, it was back and forth to Wolf because there was some. You guys were doing something every week, and you guys built. That's where you guys built this.
Yeah, that was really fun. That was like kind of like after Azukar was done, we moved and we did that, and then once COVID was over, that's when that got like going, you know. So
We did it during COVID. I don't think we get trouble anymore.
Yeah,
but,
it's over with. We were definitely doing
Yeah,
it.
we shouldn't have had that many people.
There were fucking still 60 to 70 people.
Oh yeah, there's no social distance. A couple people had masks on, and we said, "Come on, man, there's like 70 of us in here. I'm not sure what that little mask is gonna do, but I appreciate it."
But yeah, we started doing that, and that was, you know, it was cool. It's just like a big open room, and we'd move all the couches into the hallway, and it was. We had like a joke where it was like something crazy would happen every show.
Some of the most grimy
At
shit
least one thing
I've ever seen in my life happened in the Steven House.
Yeah, like it was. Oh man.
People coming into my bedroom trying to use the bathroom in my closet.
Yeah,
I
there
mean,
was that time.
people getting
This like really, like, you know, he was just tall. He was a big human being.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? He was just a large
big
human
guy.
being, and he was like sleeping on my couch at like 3 a.m, and I was like, "Hey, like, time for you to go." And he wakes up. He's like, "Where's the bathroom?" And I'm like,
I said, "Not in here, buddy."
And like I pointed at the bathroom, goes directly in Quentin's room, and Quentin's like, "What are you doing in here, man?" And he was like, and like pushes Quentin, and he's like, "Where's the bathroom?" And you know, this dude's freaking out, and we're like, "Oh my god, this is gonna be a problem." This dude's like, he was probably like 6'4".
Me and Tristan
He was
both
big.
kind of grabbed hold of him. We were like,
Go
"Come
to the
on,
bathroom and get the fuck out.
man." We had to go. I think we got Stetson after that. He come out his room. He's fucking mad.
You wouldn't get Stetson unless it was time for someone to get their ass kicked.
Yeah, Stetson was always showing up when he was nice and pissed off.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. I mean, yeah, there was just, I mean, there was some crazy, there's some stories that are just goofy.
Yeah, you on here around about some.
Yeah.
No
They're
man.
just goofy.
Yeah, check
All
out
the really memorable ones are just like really goofy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We'll have a Patreon to this story.
Yeah. Yeah, those ones are funny. I mean,
Yeah.
it mostly just involves people throwing a house show. It's like people are like, I can do anything.
Dude,
You know what I
people
mean?
think bathrooms are everywhere.
Dude, I mean,
It's
like,
crazy.
you've thrown plenty of house shows, you know,
I don't even like thinking about it.
and like people like in a bar, kind of like, you know, I gotta keep my composure a little bit.
Yeah, dude.
I'm not speaking for everybody. It's
When
just like the
people-
general
listen, when
vibe.
people
though.
party-
You know what I mean?
People feel so comfortable when they party in your house.
Yeah, they do.
People will do anything anywhere in your
And
shit
then
if you
it
don't
just
tell them not
leads.
to.
It just leads to people getting fucked up.
Yeah.
And crazy shit happens.
Dude.
You know what I mean?
You've both been there at my house on some crazy, in the basement with some crazy shit.
Yeah.
It's like honestly, lately, because, you know, we've all talked about it behind the scenes, it's like we're trying to do better about things like that and trying to, you know, hold ourselves to a higher standard. But, you know, even recently, the house shows, before the last one, they were getting crazy at my house. And it's like, we're getting too old for this shit. Like,
It does get wild. I'm all about it getting wild. It's just like sometimes it, you know.
There's a time.
As long as
for
it's all
everything.
a controllable situation all the
Yeah.
time, it's cool. But you know, that's another part of, you know, throwing events and everything is just knowing how to handle those situations and keeping everybody safe.
It comes with time.
Yeah, and it comes with it, and like it sucks when it happens, but you know, it's never super hard feelings because you know it's.
I've been there. You've been there. We've
all been there, and it's like, you know, it's cool that people do feel comfortable, but take care of yourself. You know what I mean? Like,
moving on from that, you know, you guys are talking about putting out another album here soon, and the next tour is starting to get planned, and
We actually had our first meeting with
yeah.
that here recently.
So just going forward, what are the plans for Nectar Valley, and what can we expect from you guys coming soon?
I mean, right now that's definitely gonna be the focus this winter is getting this album ready and everything, and then I'd say we're gonna take a little break in the winter, and then once we come back with this album, around March and everything, we're gonna get back into it, and we still have a new guitar player with us. That's getting better with us at all times. That we're really, really lucky to have. His name's Tristan Norfleet.
Yeah, we can't forget Tristan and Ronnie. They're not here with us.
Yeah, it's we're just gonna keep writing music, and I for one am lucky to be around these musicians such as Quentin and Ronnie and Tristan, because I've started playing around a year before Quentin met me. When I started the band, I was very fresh at this, and all these musicians that are around me are truly the best musicians I've ever met in my life, that I know personally. That goes for Tristan, that goes for Quentin, that goes for Ronnie, and I'm just, I'm thankful to have them around, and we're just going to keep moving forward, try to get this album out, see where that takes us, try to get back out on the road, keep trying to play bigger shows, just keep doing what we're doing, but in a more intense fashion, and always grow it, and, take it, do as much as we can, and, put the best product out as we can.
That's awesome, guys. Well, I love you boys. It's great to have you on here.
Yeah.
You got anything you want to add?
Yeah, if anyone's wanting to, tune in and listen to your music, where can they stream you guys?
You can find us on Spotify. We're also for sale on iTunes, Apple Music, all that. YouTube, we're on there. Pretty much all streaming platforms you can find us on. We got our first studio album that came out 4 years ago, and our sound has developed a lot since then. And
there's definitely still some songs in there.
There's songs on there.
There's songs on there you got to re-release. We talk about it.
Yeah, I was really young when that album came out. I'm 26 years old right now. And
there's definitely some hidden gems on there. We got to get back out.
Yeah, I mean, maybe do a live album at some point, but we're starting to focus on our second studio album, and I think it's gonna be much better than the first.
I listened back to the old album a couple of weeks ago, and that's the first time I've heard it in a long time. I think there's a lot. We've just improved so much.
It's like I think it's uncomparable. The way that we play now compared to.
Man, that's still how you sound.
Hold on, I'm gonna have you guys pause.
Yeah, it's within us, but
Dakota.
yeah.
This turned blue over here. What does that mean?
It turned blue.
The recording turned
Piss.
blue. The record button is blue.
Man, E-jug.
Yeah, for some reason the SD card.
Taser.
Luckily, we've got audio,
buddy.
so we will have audio. We just have to. Can you use your long fingernail to make sure
Can't be snoring during the podcast, Taser. Can't be snoring during the show.
Well, I have no clue what we didn't have in there, but we will figure it out.
Okay,
So,
we'll finish out
but we have audio from both of these cameras.
Okay, perfect.
So,
I figured so. I just looked down and it was blue.
Sing a number at the end.
so I'm glad you checked it.
Alright.
Yeah, we could sing. Me and him could. We should. You want to do that?
You wanna sing?
Play a song.
I don't know if Dakota's got time.
I mean, I can give if it's for the end, I'm here right
Start
now,
me
so
singing.
Alright.
I can do a handheld.
We don't have to.
No, I'm down.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should.
So we done?
Should-
Yeah,
okay, let
let's
me
go
hold
ahead
on,
and
hold on,
let's
hold on.
wrap it
Let me
real
close
quick.
it up.
Yeah,
Let
go
me
ahead
close
and
it up.
close it up.
We'll have some more shit. And I guess if Nina's here, fuck it. If you, I don't know.
Nina didn't bring her stuff with her guitar.
I still gotta grab
Come on,
my
Nina.
Okay, we're gonna close out real fast and then we'll go.
And we're alright.
literally, I'm just gonna close out with starting in 3, 2, 1. Thanks guys for joining us. Make sure you go and check out Nectar Valley. And before you guys go, there's a show.
Out their music.
There's a show happening in the basement September 5th and 6th.
Yes.
Billy String's Afterparty. You guys are playing. Talk to me about it. Are you excited? Tell the people about it.
Oh yeah, I'm excited for that. It's like we talked about earlier. Me and EJ, we've thrown a good amount of house shows in our life. You know, probably more than the next guy at least. And you know what I mean?
I hope so.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So this is gonna be one like never before. This is gonna be we're going all out.
Listen, I've said this
Like-
probably 20 times, but like, there's real potential that this could be the last Nectar show.
Yeah.
Because like, I'm truly terrified of how many people are about to do
I
it.
think this is about to be the last one.
We'll see. We'll see how
I
it
really
goes.
think it is.
But this
Because
is also like
It's,
we've got a full production team coming. You know, we're gonna.
this is about to be this basement show is not about to be like any of the other ones. This is about to be insane.
There's gonna be lights. Like
It's gonna be-
it's you're gonna come in like what the fuck, and then you're gonna be
like,
like,
whose fucking
oh,
basement
damn.
is this? Yeah, it's
Like-
gonna
there.
you know, we're gonna have it all set up, and we're gonna have
it's,
other things for you to enjoy there as well. You know,
And like every time the boys show up to the basement, they put on a show for us because they don't get to play here in Owensboro very often. Really, my basement's the only place they play for some weird
We're
reason.
banned from all the
oh man,
bars.
I could go on a tangent
That's
about
a big
that.
at all venue owners and one from
For some weird reason, Nectar Valley never gets booked
Yeah.
anywhere but my house. But
I don't know,
Clock
but we
it
can
in.
sell it out every time.
If you want to sell drinks at your venue, book Nectar Valley.
Yeah, I mean, I love playing here too because it's my hometown, but I don't know. It's
I mean, the
hard to
reasons
play
aren't that
here.
weird. We are assholes, but it is what it is.
That's what it is.
Seriously though, you can catch it Nectar Valley September 6th in Banjo's basement. You find more information on their Facebook page. And guys, thanks again for joining us. You can check out Nectar Valley's music and where to follow them in the episode description. And we'll catch you guys next time right here on Hustle and Holler.
Give us your money.